Title: The Quiet Exit. In the busy heart of Johannesburg, traffic lights blinked endlessly while people rushed between glass buildings and coffee shops. Among them was Lerato, a 28-year-old single mother raising her 6-year-old daughter, Amelie. Every morning before sunrise, Lerato prepared breakfast, braided Amelie's hair, and dropped her at school before catching a taxi to a modern accounting firm called Mason and Reed Financial. Lerato was brilliant. She could spot financial mistakes in seconds, calm difficult clients, and finish reports faster than anyone else in the office. Even when exhausted, she always smiled politely and worked hard because she believed one thing: success is the only way my daughter will have a better life. One Monday morning, the company director, Mr. Reed, called everyone into the conference room. After reviewing performance, he announced, "We are promoting Lerato to supervisor." The room filled with forced applause. Lerato froze in shock. Her eyes watered slightly as she whispered, "Thank you so much." That evening, she bought chicken and chips for Amelie to celebrate. "Mama got promoted?" Amelie shouted happily. "Yes, baby." Lerato laughed while hugging her tightly. Things are finally getting better. But things did not get better. The next week, the atmosphere at work changed. Her colleagues stopped greeting her. Conversations suddenly ended when she entered the room. Some ignored her emails on purpose. Others submitted reports late, so she would look incompetent. One coworker, Bianca, rolled her eyes whenever Lerato spoke during meetings. "She thinks she's smarter than everyone now," Bianca whispered loudly one afternoon. Lerato pretended not to hear. Then the bullying became worse. Someone hid important client files from her desk. A false rumor spread that she only got promoted because management felt sorry for her as a single mother. During lunch breaks, coworkers laughed together while Lerato sat alone scrolling through photos of Amelie just to stay calm. At night, she cried quietly after putting her daughter to sleep. One evening, Amelie walked into the bedroom and found her mother staring silently at the ceiling. "Mama, are you sick?" Lerato quickly wiped her tears. "No, baby. Mama is just tired." But she was breaking inside. At work, the pressure became unbearable. Her confidence disappeared. She stopped speaking during meetings. Even simple tasks began giving her anxiety. One morning, after being blamed publicly for a mistake another employee caused, Lerato finally snapped. "I am trying my best," she said, her voice shaking. Bianca folded her arms. "Maybe supervising is too much for you." The room went silent. Lerato looked around. Nobody defended her. Not one person. That afternoon, she sat alone in her office staring at her resignation letter for almost an hour. Her hands trembled as she signed it. When she handed the letter to Mr. Reed, he looked shocked. "You're one of the best employees we've ever had. Why leave?" Lerato smiled painfully. "Because sometimes the work isn't the problem. The people are." She packed her things quietly and walked out of the building holding a small box of office items while rain poured outside the city streets. But that was not the end. 3 months later, Lerato started her own small bookkeeping business from home. Slowly, clients came. Then more clients came through referrals. She worked peacefully. No gossip. No humiliation. No bullying. One evening while helping Amelie with homework, her daughter looked up and asked, "Mama, are you happy now?" For the first time in a long time, Lerato smiled genuinely. "Yes," she said softly. "Very happy." Moral of the story: workplace bullying can destroy confidence, mental health, and even careers. Being successful should never make someone a target. A healthy workplace respects, supports, and uplifts people instead of tearing them down.